Van Jam.
Hey, what's up everybody out there in Learning Land? Tyler from tenthumbsproductions coming at you with a new ukulele tutorial like we do every single Wednesday and Saturday from the Van Jam with a special guest.
Hello, it's me, the ukulele teacher.
Surprised to see him in the van? Cool, so are we. And he's going to take over and he's going to teach us a tune today. So what song are we doing today, buddy?
Today we are doing Perhaps, 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 which is an old classic Spanish song as I've just learned, but we're going to be doing the cake version to make things a little bit more contemporary.
Alright, so what do you need? Your ukulele, brain, attention span, and once you have those three things, I'm going to turn the floor over to the ukulele teacher and he's going to jam this one out for us.
Okay, cool. So this is a super easy and super fun song. There's just 2 sections to it, and you just need a handful of chords before you can play the entire thing. So what I'm going to do first is teach you how to play each chord, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Okay, the first chord we're going to learn is the chord of C minor. Now to play the chord of C minor, you just bar all 3 strings, the first, second and third string, on the 3rd fret with your first finger. That means you push down on all 3 strings at the same time with that same finger. And the chord of C minor should sound like this.
Alright,
Sounds good?
Yeah.
And the second main chord that you'll need for the verse is the chord of F minor. Now that's a little bit trickier because you've got to stretch those digits on the left hand, but to do that you put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 4th string, your second finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and your 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And the chord of F minor should sound like this.
Nice.
You got it?
Got it.
And you also need the chord of G7. To play the chord of G7, put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, your second finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. And the chord of G7 should sound like this.
Nice.
And in the chorus you'll also need the chord of G and C. Probably you already know them, but just in case you don't, I'll teach you them super quickly. To play the chord of G, put your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, your second finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. It's basically an upside down G7. And the chord of G should sound like this. And to play the chord of C major, just put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And the chord of C major should sound like this.
Nice.
So now we've got our chords, we are just about ready to get going. But first I'm going to teach you that little lick that I play at the beginning and end of each verse, or maybe each chorus, I forget. But that's the part of the song that goes like this. Now that sounds really cool and it's a little bit fiddly, but basically if you have that C minor chord in place, then that'll make things very, very easy for you. So basically what I'm doing, I'm holding down that C minor chord and I'm playing the 1st string and then the 2nd string. And then I'm playing the 4th fret on the 2nd string. So I've got this is the first half of the riff. Da, da, da.
Like that, guy.
Yeah, you got it. And then I'm playing the 5th fret of the 3rd string and the 4th fret of the 2nd string. And then I'm going back to that C minor shape and just playing the 3rd and 2nd string again. So it's basically, if you think about it in sort of scientific musical theory ways, you're playing the chord of C minor and then the chord of
F minor.
Yeah, F minor, like in the verse. Exactly, that's exactly it. You're playing the chord of C minor, you're playing the chord of C minor and then F minor, like the verse, but in a different position. So we've got that C minor shape, then going to an F minor shape, and then back to the C minor shape.
Nice.
And so you've got the chords of C minor and F minor there for the intro. And that's actually the 2 chords that you play throughout the verse as well. You got it.
Yeah.
It's sounding good.
Nice.
It's very, very weird to have a real human being with me while I'm teaching. I'm very used to just talking to a camera and assuming you guys know what I'm doing, but it's cool to have
it's effective.
a real
I
person.
got it.
Yeah.
That wasn't rehearsed too.
Not
I got
rehearsed.
it.
None of this is rehearsed. I'm sure you can tell. But so anyway, we've got our chords down: the C minor and the F minor in the open position as well. And they're the 2 chords that we play most of the way through the verse. With, as is often the case, a nice and simple down, down, up, up, down, up strumming pattern. We'll just play it nice and slow, once on the C minor and once on the F. We'll play it through a couple of times until we get the hang of it, and then we'll start to put that together for the song. So that strumming pattern is down, down, up, up, down, up. Are you ready? You got it. Okay, cool. So on the C minor, 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up. Hold it right there.
Oh no!
No, you got it. You're doing great. You're doing great. You play it through those 3 times like that. Do 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 do. But on that 3rd time, we don't play the F minor on its own. We play 1 downstroke on the F minor, 1 downstroke on that G7 chord, and then we'll go back to that riff on the C minor. So let's go through that and play through the verse just as an instrumental, and then we'll try and sing it through one time. So let's play through the verse. We play the C minor to F minor twice normally, and then on that 3rd time, we'll play the C minor chord on its own, and then we play 1 downstroke on the F minor, 1 on the G7, and then that riff on the C minor. So let's put that together, and that'll be our verse. We'll just play it through instrumentally at first, and then we'll go into the chorus.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's good enough. I'm gonna keep practicing. He nailed it. I gotta. There.
You got it. I know you could do it. I knew you could do it. Okay, cool. And then the chorus is super easy as well. That is just the chords of G to C. You play the down, down, up, down, up pattern twice on the G and once on the C.
Okay.
And you play that through 2 times.
Cool.
Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's your chorus.
Alright.
So let's put those 2 sections together and we'll sing through a verse and a chorus together.
Okay.
Now, people who might have seen my channels might know that I'm not the greatest of singers, so how do you feel about singing?
You guys, I'll give it a go. You guys know I'm bad too, so let me get the lyrics out and I'll give it my best.
Cool. Do I call you Tyler or 10 Thumbs, by the way?
You can call me Tyler, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, so Tyler's going to sing and I'm going to play through, and we're just going to play the riff, the first verse and the chorus.
Cool.
And then you'll hear how the song fits together. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You won't admit you love me, and so how am I ever to know? Don't only tell me, perhaps, if you can't make your mind up, we'll never get started. And I don't want to wind up being parted, broken hearted. So if you love me, say yes. But if you don't, dear, confess. And please don't tell me, perhaps. Nice.
Alright, cool.
Very cool.
Put that all together, and that is how to play perhaps.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming by and teaching us today.
Tyler, thank you for having me in the van. It's been a cool day out for me.
Awesome. Rock and roll. You guys check out his channel if you haven't. I'm sure you already know him, but if you don't, notes way up there, links. We're also going to be doing some things with some Ukulele Teacher t-shirts as well. Keep your eyes open for that. Some giveaways and some fun stuff. And until next time, say please and thank you. Look both ways when you cross the street, and have a lovely day.
Cool. Take it easy, and until next time, I love you all, and I wish you the best.
The best. Ciao.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4.
Nice.
Cool.
Very nice.